Okay, I'm Mr. Garzio. This is my introduction. I'm going to try to make this brief, so let's just get right into it. I'm a product of Hamilton Township. I went to McGalliard, Grice, and now West. Yes, I'm an alumnus of Hamilton West. The McGalliard symbol is definitely different than when I was there, but that's the one on their website, so be it. After I graduated Hamilton West, I moved on to Rutgers University up in New Brunswick. I went to what was at that time called Cook College, which was just another small campus. But a part of Rutgers University, they actually renamed it to campus now. So when you are, or if you're applying to Rutgers, that's what you'll see. When I was there, this is an image of football is a big part of who I am. We were good back then when I was a student. I actually went to a bowl game out in Arizona. Greg Schiano was the coach then, as he currently now is, and they were actually at one point beating teams in prime time, big name teams in prime time, and were at one point ranked sixth in the nation. So they weren't always pathetic as they have been in the past 8 years or so. But when I was at Rutgers, I was I was an environmental science, kind of marine science major, and I was there as an undergrad, and then I actually got attached to, as you can see, a on the bottom right there, an Antarctic project, and so I stuck around for a few more years to get my master's with them, and I actually did research in Antarctica. I did not go to school for teaching. This is kind of a second career that kind of fell into my lap. And as I was down there, that's an image again of me on the bottom. I'm actually in the process of putting a underwater. They call them gliders. It's an underwater robot into Antarctic waters. Um, but I really enjoyed my time there. I actually spent 3 years, three different times in 3 different years. I went down to Antarctica. The last time I was there, I actually spent 6 months living at Palmer Station, which is the United States base in Antarctica. I also met my wife down there, so I'm always very thankful for the project and the opportunities. When I was down there, I, interestingly enough, enjoyed talking to. We had tourists come down there. Teaching tourists was the best part about it. Letting other people see what the reality is of the world. I'm not trying to, and I won't be trying to teach you how to dot your I's and cross your T's, or what an analogy is. Or maybe those things will might actually pop up. But the idea with environmental science, especially, which is this course you're in, is the world around you and how you're connected to it. And that aspect was exactly what I was doing when I was there, and it caused me to take a sharp turn in my career path, and I became a teacher. And when I was becoming a teacher, ironically enough, one of the jobs that was available was in Hamilton, and it ended up being Crockett Middle School. And so I taught at Crockett for a number of years. And then when I had an opportunity to come to Hamilton West, where I was already coaching, I took that opportunity. This is my second year at Hamilton West, and so if you were to have a question, I might not know the answer because I'm still fairly new to this current staff and faculty, but I'll definitely try to find it. All right, if I don't know the answer to the question. All right. Extracurriculars. Again, football is a big part of who I am. That image on the top left is the Hamilton West football logo. We're pretty proud of it. Bottom left there, without getting too much into it, it was probably, I would say, it was definitely one of the top press boxes. It always had the symbols that's kind of been ripped off there, but that it had committed to excellence, and it was just like a staple of Hamilton West and Hamilton West football. Unfortunately, it was structurally unstable, and that, along with the bleachers underneath them, which was also structurally unstable, had to be removed, which is why if you drive by the school now, nice new bleachers, but they had to put kind of a bland run-of-the-mill press box on top. But again, that's a part of my history, but also kind of who I am. Bottom right there, you'll see a signing day for a wonderful young gentleman, Brandon Muir there, who was getting a scholarship to go run at Monmouth. D1 school, great kid, great opportunity. I coach track as well as football, so being able to coach him actually at that point in two different sports, it was a wonderful moment for me to see him make it and to be going to college for either nothing or close to nothing, which is fantastic. And in the top right, that's an image actually of my son in the Hamilton West courtyard. And we are here in environmental science. One of the main things that you should be understanding is making the space around us practical, utilizing it, beautifying it. People have had a new appreciation, I think, this summer for outdoor spaces, considering that we were either in lockdown or we couldn't be going to inside activities at the time. So I'm fairly certain that they a new appreciation. But if we have an opportunity, that was actually called a courtyard cleanup, where some of our students got extra credit last year for going to that. So we're going to see if we can kind of bring that back. All right. And just a quick about me. I used to volunteer with a rescue organization, and so adopting is close to heart. That's actually images of my pup on the left. On the right hand side, it's again my family, or my kid who I'm making carry his own stuff on the beach. There is just us going fishing, outdoor activities. I really enjoy just kind of being outside. Bottom middle, Kansas City Chiefs fan. I am not a bandwagon fan. I'm just extremely thankful that I'm not embarrassed to be a Chiefs fan, which has been the majority of my adult life. They weren't very good for very often. But since they won, and there's an image of a ring, there it is. In the middle, you have an image I took of Acadia National Park, and it is a fantastic view. Just appreciating nature, appreciating the world around you. Not everything is just mosquitoes and humidity, right? Things that everyone doesn't like. And hopefully we'll have a better understanding and a greater appreciation, especially taking this course, because environmental science really is the world around you and how you interact with it, positively and negatively. This year is going to be different. It's going to be tough, but I am excited to be your teacher. I'm ready to go forward. If you have any questions, of course, you can always email me. But I'm really excited and looking forward to environmental science this year. All right, so I hope you guys are as well.